How do you tell your family that you were molested as a child? Where do you find the courage, the moxy to string those words together and extract them from your tongue? Like the seemingly endless scarf pulled and pulled and pulled from the mouth of a clown at a child's birthday party, how do you speak as the fabric of the illusion gathers in your throat, preventing any version of the truth from escaping? How do you remember to breathe when the weight of that moment crushes you beneath 1,000 boulders? How do you tell your family that the reason you haven't told them until now is because as a 7-year-old girl, you followed a very confused 7-year-old boy into the bathrooms at school who was just trying to show you what people do when they really like each other? How do you explain that the mind of a 7-year-old girl was not mature enough to handle the living nightmare that coiled itself about her flesh? Hot breath, whispering hushed compliments, and threats to keep silent. How could anyone understand that to protect herself, she buried that memory so deep in her mind that the barren soil of denial did not wash away for 18 years? How do you make those closest to you understand that to this day, even as you feel your entire world falling apart at the seams, even as you watch each and every stitch giving away one by one, that you've never held anything but forgiveness in your heart for that very confused 7-year-old boy? Now imagine you've tried to say it so many times, written it down 100 ways, practicing to get it just right. Imagine that you are so torn, so shattered that you cannot physically bring yourself back together enough to cough up the never-ending scarf still lodged in your throat. Imagine that the scarf catches fire, begging for you to scream to the world just how much it hurts. It hurts, it hurts, and no matter what you do, you just can't spit it out. You just can't spit it out. You can't, because the thought of hurting those you love with the truth hurts more than the fire that's destroying your vocal cords. You can't, because the lesson that you've learned again and again and again is that speaking up only leads to more pain. And so to cool the blazing inferno now consuming you from the inside out, you turn to the only outlet you know. You turn to a pen and paper. And despite the choir of inner demons wailing promises of failure, shamefully naming you a coward in every language known and unknown, still you press on. And when you finally gather the courage to touch the ink to the page, you begin your letter with this: how do you tell your family that you were molested as a child? Thank you.